Cash isn't disappearing because it's outdated. It's disappearing because a new system is replacing it. And once it's gone, everything changes. Not just how you pay, but how you live, how you save, and how much control you really have over your own money. Most people won't notice it happening because it's being done softly. One small step at a time to store, says card only. A bank closes a branch. A phone tap replaces a dollar bill. It feels harmless, even convenient. But here's the scary part. Once cash is gone, you can't choose privacy anymore. You can't choose offline money anymore. And you can't opt out. So today, I'm going to show you why cash is being pushed out, who benefits from it, and how smart people are preparing before it's too late. For years, cash has been the last form of money that belongs fully to you. Not your bank, not an app, not a company, not a government database. Cash doesn't need permission. Cash doesn't need a password. Cash doesn't care if the Wi-Fi is down. It works during storms, blackouts, and emergencies. It's simple, it's honest, and it's instant. And that's exactly why powerful systems don't like it. Because cash is freedom. And freedom is hard to control. And if that sounds dramatic, ask yourself this question. When was the last time a powerful system gave people more control? Just for fun. Now, let's be real. The push to go cashless is being sold as progress. They say it's safer, faster, and more modern. And yes, tapping your phone feels smooth, but convenience always has a hidden price. And most people don't read the fine print, because the moment your money becomes fully digital, your money becomes fully trackable. Every purchase, every location, every habit, every pattern, and once it's tracked, it can be scored, flagged, limited, or even blocked. Imagine trying to buy something normal, but your payment fails. Not because you're broke, but because a system decided we don't like that purchase today. Sounds crazy, right? But the technology to do that already exists, and that's the cliffhanger. The system doesn't need to announce control, it just needs to quietly build it. Here's the next step most people miss. A cashless world doesn't just change payments, it changes power with cash. You can hand someone $20, no middleman, no delay, no approval, but in a fully digital system. Someone always sits in the middle to bank, a card network, a tech company, or a government-linked system. And when someone sits in the middle, they can charge fees, set rules, collect data, and decide what counts as acceptable. And let's not pretend this is about helping you. If it was about helping you, they wouldn't keep raising fees, tracking more data, and tightening rules. They're building the kind of system that makes money flow like water, but only through pipes they control. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but criminals use cash, so we need less of it. And sure, criminals also use phones, cars, and the internet. Should we delete those too? That excuse sounds good on TV, but it ignores the real truth. Most people use cash for normal life, tips, small businesses, yard sales, babysitters, barbers, quick favors, and emergencies. Cash helps regular people move without friction. And here's the real fear trigger. When cash disappears, the smallest people pay the biggest price. Because wealthy people can hire lawyers, open accounts, move assets, and access private options. But everyday people get trapped inside the same system, the same rules, and the same fees. Now, let's talk about something even bigger. What happens when the system goes down? Because digital money is not magic. It's electricity, servers, and signals. If your phone dies, you can't pay. If the network crashes, you can't buy. If your bank freezes, you can't move. And if you think that never happens, remember this: systems fail all the time. Storms hit, power grids break, cyber attacks happen, and outages spread fast. Cash is a backup plan that requires zero batteries. So ask yourself, why would anyone want to remove the only money that works when everything else breaks? Unless the goal isn't just convenience. Unless the goal is dependency. Now, here's where it gets serious. A cashless world makes it easy to control behavior. Because once money is 100% digital, money can be programmed. That means certain payments can be limited. Certain purchases can be blocked. Certain people can be restricted. Not in a loud way, but in a quiet way. Like a simple message that says, "Transaction declined," and people will blame themselves. They'll think, maybe it's a glitch, maybe it's my bank, maybe it's my card. But what if it's not a glitch? What if it's a feature? And this is the part that should create urgency. Because once cash is gone, you can't go back to it easily. You can't rebuild a cash society overnight. When the door closes, it locks behind you. So what's replacing cash? Digital wallets, instant payments, and possibly central bank digital currencies. And even if that term sounds boring, don't let it fool you. Because the big difference is this: your cash is yours. But a fully digital currency can come with rules attached. And the scariest part isn't even the rules. It's that the rules can change quietly, without a vote you notice. Without a warning, you understand. And while most people are busy scrolling, the foundation of money is being rebuilt right under them. So what do smart people do? First, they stay aware, because awareness is protection. Second, they keep emergency cash, because you don't want your entire life trapped behind a screen. Third, they reduce useless debt, because debt makes you easier to control. And fourth, they invest in real skills, because skills are wealth you can't swipe away. The goal isn't to panic. The goal is to prepare calmly, intelligently, and ahead of time. Because the people who win financially are rarely the people who react last. They're the people who saw it coming first. And here's the final truth. Cash isn't being eliminated because it's old. It's being eliminated because it's independent. And a system built on control doesn't like independent money. So if you want to live wealthy, you need to think differently than the crowd. You need to understand history, recognize patterns, and protect your options before they disappear. If you want more real-world money stories, financial history, and wealth lessons that actually make you smarter, subscribe to Cashfree World and hit like so this reaches more people who need to hear it. And comment this one word below: cash. If you think cash should never disappear, and I'll pin the smartest replies